That time Steve Carlton and Carlton Fisk formed Voltron on a 1982 Fleer baseball card. Baseball cards and I had a rocky start. It all began on an ugly spring day in 1981 when my own mother double-crossed me. She brought me home a pack of baseball cards instead of a toy I was expecting. They were dark and depressing, and I wanted nothing to do with them. Of course, I was happy to have those 1981 Topps cards 2 years later when I woke up one morning and decided baseball was the bee's knees. I still thought they were dank, and still do, but they were great for starting to learn about the game. And their soft brown cardstock also made them fun to bend and crumple. As much as I appreciated all of the cards in my meager collection, I was really drawn to the special cards. In my prepubescent mind, nothing was more special than the array of corny combo cards that Fleer unleashed throughout the 80s. Looking back, this may very well have been the pinnacle of multiplayer cards, surpassing even Topps' own foray from the late 1950s to the early 1960s in creativity and cheesiness, if not in monetary value. All of them were spectacular. Pete and Repeat, Holland Tunnel, Yankee Powerhouse. But the one that mesmerized me like no other was card number 632 in the 1982 Fleer set, depicting Steve Carlton and Carlton Fisk as they warmed up before the 1981 All-Star Game in Cleveland, Ohio. The photo was fairly generic, and with my limited knowledge of the game at that point, I really didn't know what jobs these guys held down on the diamond. But those names, oh my. I mean, if you read across the front of the card, you found Steve and Carlton, Steve Carlton, and on top, and Carlton and Fisk, Carlton Fisk on the bottom. If you read up and down, the same gosh darn thing, Steve and Carlton and Fisk. I was sure it's some sort of word witchery, and I'm still not sure it's not. Did the card show one guy or two? Or one guy with a photobomb of a second? Or maybe Steve Carlton and Carlton Fisk were some sort of baseball Voltron duo, and the photo on this card caught them just before they merged. No matter how you look at the thing, the names of the two men on the card remained interlocked, but somehow distinct. It was like I had discovered some sort of Escher creation long before I was ever introduced to old MC. It was also one of the first examples of wordplay that I can recall seeing outside of my own head, and it reinforced my budding ideas about how cool language could be if you were willing to monkey around with it a bit. Later on, of course, the baseball significance of these two men became clear to me, which served only to lift my esteem for card number 632 even higher. When looking for a multiplayer card to ogle, the choice is clear. With apologies to Manager's Dream and rival fence busters, and even letting go of the reins, there has never been a combo card to rival Steve Carlton or Carlton Fisk, and probably never will be. Although I'm still not 100% sure the card actually does feature more than one player. Like our video? Then like our video and subscribe to our channel. WaxPackGods.com